What are the character traits of people that belong to this kingdom?
People that belong to this kingdom, one out of so many characteristics or character traits, they are always bowed. I mean, no hair. Before I got delivered, I used to battle with going out because I had no hair. If I must go out or if I must dress and go out without covering my hair, I need to apply dye. I need to apply gel, something that can just like portray that hair figure, whereas it is not there. And you see some ladies out there, not because in quotes they want to cut their hair. That's because some of these ladies out there, you see some moving about without hair. I mean, they will barb it skin. Not because they choose not to. Every lady, don't forget that the Bible says the hair is the glory of a woman. So every woman out there wants to have a long hair. But this kingdom, they take your hair, which is your glory. And so many others like that. This kingdom, before I got delivered, I used to eat like a man. So you see that some of these things that people do are not natural.
Okay, so are you saying that you're saying like gluttony is one of
those traits? Yeah, because that demon, the demon associated with that kingdom, serves those food. It is not even the human body that feeds on that food. It's those kingdoms, the demons in those kingdoms that actually feed on that food.
Okay, so what you're trying to say is that's for people that exhibit like excessive feeding and
exactly.
Feeding habit and
you
stuff.
Can't stay without eating. If you must eat, you must heap your food and all that.
Okay, so that's another character trait.
Exactly.
Wait, can you still tell us? Are there any other character traits?
There are so many. Someone that is actually demonized, or you're actually in the kingdom of darkness. Don't forget I said earlier, the agenda of this kingdom is to depopulate God's kingdom, right? And to populate, that is the kingdom of darkness, that's the devil. One of those things is seduction. That is the fastest way to actually draw souls. And the mode in which this is being carried out is through the eyes. That's why they tell people, don't look too much, because these eyes can actually lead you to your doom. One of the ways which souls are captured, by looking straight into the eyes of men. Once you look straight into the eyes of men, you're able to capture their soul, and every other thing follows. So men out there that cannot keep their eyes straight, they're walking on the road, they're looking at a beautiful lady, they don't know where that lady is coming from. If that lady is coming from, like I said, this Gorimakpa home kingdom, you're out there, instead of you to look straight, you're walking on the road, look straight, do not look left, do not look right. You see some men out there looking at, wow, this lady is beautiful, and by so doing, your soul is captured. Don't forget that the Bible says you don't have to sleep with a woman. Once you look at her lustfully, it's assumed you have slept with her. So imagine you're looking at a kingdom possessed lady, and she knows, because that power, she knows that this person is liable to actually fall for that thing exactly.
Wow, thank you for the insight. Are there any other character traits apart from, at least we've learned today, that seduction? So that means men should really look out for that.
Yes.
Because sometimes you see some ladies that are very, very seductive. They almost behave like snakes, sort of.
Exactly, yes.
So that should, so men should watch out for that, and also too much looking.
Exactly.
Looking lustfully.
Don't look too much. If you're walking on the road, please, my brothers, look straight. Don't look at ladies, because you don't know who is actually there to destroy you, to bring down your glory and your destiny.
Okay, so you made mention of the agenda of this Gorimakpa home kingdom.
Yeah.
So okay, so we know that the people that are in this kingdom are out to pull down, that's to destroy destinies.
Yes.
Do they have any other agenda as well?
Like I said, the main focus is to pull down great servants of God. I mean, people don't forget that the devil does not go after a soul that does not have destiny. The devil is out there to destroy that destiny. Don't forget, there's a glory, there's a destiny. So the main agenda of this kingdom is actually to pull down genuine servants of God. When I mean genuine servants of God, even though you're still there, you haven't answered the call, once they see that this person has that call, they can tell. So that is where it is even better to start it that way before they answer that call, because it's easier to actually capture that destiny, and also as a genuine, like I said earlier, genuine servants of God. That's the main focus.
Okay, thank you very much. So how are people initiated into this kingdom?
Like every other kingdom, people can be initiated in several ways. You send your children to school, and probably you do not package a very good, nice meal for them. Out of that, see my friend is eating this. My mother did not give me this. You understand? One of those ways. And a possessed lady or a possessed boy, because please, let's not forget, it is not just ladies. Men and women are in this kingdom. So imagine you go to a child goes to the classroom and maybe he begs. That's the easiest way. A little children are being captured into the kingdom of darkness, and he begs, and that thing you feel it is sweet that is being given to you, or biscuit or something, and at the end of the day, unconsciously you're already there. And so many ways like that. Through kissing, people feel, this is the like the Western world, social, like that. Anybody you see, you kiss. There's a contact, there's a body contact there, that's saliva there. One can be initiated. Let's take for instance, you're a guy and you happen to be dating a lady, unknown to you that lady is actually in this kingdom. Like we said earlier, Gorimakpa home kingdom. And because she's my babe, like you hear the word saying she's my babe, like that, and you guys are into relationship, and the next thing you start kissing, my dear, she has captured you.
Sexual contact.
Yes, you are in this kingdom, whether you like it or not. Your glory has been captured already. And from there it graduates to romance and sex and all that. So that's another way you can actually be initiated. And also, we see parents of these days that you take your kids to go visit your sister, your relative, and those children, they meet with their cousins, and there's this thing we call I'm going to act like a mommy, I'm going to act like daddy, and they do things that they shouldn't do as kids. So by so doing, they're inviting these demons like that.
Wow. Thank you very much for the insight.